Is your girlfriend or wife a representation of who you are? That's what we're going to be discussing today, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode with the older man. So I'm going to touch on this for two very particular reasons. About 2 weeks ago, I had a friend of mine who was complaining that her and her husband went out to dinner, and it was a pretty formal dinner with a few of their close friends. And her husband had a little bit too much to drink, got a little bit too boisterous, start shouting in the restaurant, stripping off his clothes a little bit too much. And she was embarrassed as hell. Of course, she had to go over and sort of calm him down. And then he got angry with her because he started bringing up things that, they were having problems at home with. And it got pretty embarrassing and nasty. Finally, she shuffled him in the car, drove him home. And of course, the next day, he's hungover and the headaches and the apologies came into effect. And I had to make her know that, listen, you are both responsible for each other. Sometimes one of you will stumble and fall. And then I came across this video. And that's the video I want to discuss with you today, because some of the comments in the video just threw me off a bit, because I thought that this was pretty obvious. But apparently it isn't. It isn't. So the question is, are you responsible for your partner or your girlfriend? And before we get into the subject, guys, hit the subscription button. Come on. I always push you guys to do this small thing for me. Hit that subscription button. Turn on the notification bell. Let's help grow this channel. I need you guys to help me go to the next level. All right. I want to do this full time, and it's only up to you guys to help me get there. Okay. And of course, get me over on Instagram. If you got a quick question, I will respond to you in a voice message. Please send me a voice message. Don't let me read freaking 4 or 5 pages of notes. That just gives me a headache. You can better describe and convey your problems in voice. All right? And if you want to go all the way and you need help, you need mentoring, you need help with your social media, if you need help with your YouTube, you need me to help you with advice on these things, get me over on askanolderman.com. Book a session and let me help you guys. Okay? So with that said, let's listen to this short video so that you guys can get context on what I'm talking about today. And of course, this will also open us up for discussion, because it seems like the young generation really have a different view on what I'm talking about. All right, let's get into it.
Men judge men based off their woman. If a guy comes in and his woman is stunning and she looks beautiful and classy, all of a sudden I'm like, what does that guy do?
Facts.
Who is that guy? Now, on the opposite end, if a woman that I feel is showing or showcasing some level of disrespect to her man, I have less respect for that man. That man gets talked about behind his back. That man gets invited to less places. And in fact, depending on the type of men that man has surrounded himself with, including his friends, that woman may even get more advances from people that he called his friends. Now, women have to protect their men. So that level of devotion, so much of it comes down to how she is when he's not around.
This guy just spat out some facts. Gentlemen, you are judged on the quality of woman that you choose to bring into your life. I don't understand why you guys don't understand this. I thought this was very clear. You are judged by other men, by society in large, based on your partner. If I want to see the quality man, whether he has a backbone, whether he's had leadership skills, I look at his woman. If I want to know if he can make good decisions, not just with his emotions, but practical decisions, I look at his woman. Okay? This is how all human beings judge each other. If I can see that she's unruly and disrespectful to him or even anyone else, I am judging him. How can he marry someone like that she can't even control herself? If she gets drunk, if she starts acting slutty, if she starts rubbing up and feeling every other man, guess what? Those men are going to hit on her. And it's not in front of him that's where the problem is. It's when he is not around, she is best judged, because we know that that is her true self. No child act up in front of the father, but if the father isn't there or the parents isn't there, that child is going to show you their true character. We men do it. We act different when we're around our wives versus when our wives aren't there. We're judged as well. But the point is, the men who control the world, the men who make decisions, those are the ones that are influential. But it's important as well that a man act right in front of other women, because those women will go home and tell their husbands, yeah, I saw Paul and he was drunk, he was snorting coke, he was whatever the hell it is. He was hitting on my friend. Men judge each other based on the woman they associate themselves with. And listen, if you're living in a world where nothing really matters, you're not a decision maker, you're not networking, you don't care about anybody else's opinion, that's a whole other story. But if you live in a space where you have to network and work with other people and get jobs and opportunities from other people, you better make sure you pick the right partner. So after I said all that, right, I'm sure you guys are thinking, Paul, that makes sense. That's common sense. Well, let me read some of these comments, okay? G.W. Haley said, I never put this much thought into other people. Yeah, really? When that other person might influence your life? Yes, you will. Mike says, real men do not have time for all that judging bullshit. Who cares? Your wife, your life. You see, these are not men who are influential. These are men who are not in spaces of growth and network and community. These are men who have disconnected themselves and isolated themselves. These are your 9-to-5 guys. These are the guys who just go to work, do their job. They're not concerned about who they got to hire or who they have taken care of any of their finances or hiring them to do a job that has responsibility. These are individuals who just work for other people, and life has no meaning to them besides what their boss says. That's it. They get in their paycheck, they're fine. If you are in that camp, the only reason or only time you would be concerned about another man and his woman is whether you want to A, hit it, fuck her, or whether that man is running around in that circle and whether he's going to be hitting your wife or your woman. That's the only time you'll be concerned about another man. And that's that selfish part of where we are as a society. If it doesn't influence me, I don't care. I don't give a shit. So no one is accountable or responsible. No one is their brother's keeper. This gentleman says, I personally disrespect all of my friends who cheat or doesn't properly care about his woman. Yeah, here's this lady, he said, he's speaking facts. Disagree all you want, all facts. Yeah, because this lady understands that, hey, powerful men of character, societies, men who are connected, they're very much concerned about the type of woman this man has in his life. And here's the thing. I know a lot of these people haven't thought this through well, right? But I know that every single party you go to and you saw friends that you know, and their friends were acting up. Their spouse was acting up. That's the first thing you guys are going to go and talk about when you get home. You believe what she was doing? Jesus, man, you see how she was acting? I saw her G-string. I saw her underwear. Her titties were showing. What kind of... Everybody is going to talk about it. How can he make his woman do that? Come on, we know the conversations. So stop it with this crap about, oh, I don't care about what other people say. Yes, we all do. And your woman can either break you and bring you down because other men care about it. Other men care about the decisions other men make when it comes to their woman, because it shows that if you do not have the proper headspace to pick the right woman, which is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make, why would I want to do business with you? You pick that type of woman. Why would I want to do business with you? Hell no. No. Some ratchet woman you got over there. She flirting and throwing herself at every other man. You have no control over that. How you can control my business or any work I give to you and the referrals I give to you? No, not interested in that man at all. That's the way the world works. That's a man's world. Whether you like it or not, that's the way we are as human beings. We're judged based on the person that we choose to have in our life. It's no different than having a friend. Remember the expression, birds of a feather flock together. Think about it, right? You might have a friend who smokes, snort, he steals, he drinks excessively, he's always blackout drunk, and that's your buddy from school. Guess what? You're judged based on that guy that you hang out with. That's why sometimes you got to drop your friends. They'll drag you down. You've heard those expressions. People judge you based on the people you are around and the woman you keep. Anyway, listen, I'll read two more and then I think you guys got this. Tasman said, even a male-driven post, you all still come with these new scenarios away from the topic. He's simply saying we judge men by what kind of woman he walks in the room with. That's it. Yes, fool says, men don't worry about other men. Dame Dash. Dude, you're wrong. Get it together, man. This guy, Jay, said, I must be doing it wrong because I've never judged the guy off the girl he's with. Yes, you do. You're just not conscious of it. And you probably never needed another man or have been in a network with other group of men for it to be relevant. That's the problem. Tasman came back again. As a man, this is an unspoken truth with us men. A man's character is dictated by what he values. He hit the nail on the head right there. And this lady says, women judge other women the same way. Yes, we do. Like I said earlier in the show, the woman a couple of weeks ago who was telling me about her husband who was drunk in the restaurant. She was embarrassed. All of her other friends are talking about it. She is judged by the man she has. That's who we are as a species. So anyway, guys, listen, I'm going to keep this one short. I just wanted to touch on this one short subject, and then I'll do another video with another subject so that you guys can get a variety of knowledge from the older man. Okay? So listen, let's hear your comments. Let's hear what you guys think, if I'm right or wrong. Okay? And of course, subscribe, hit the notification button, get me over on askanolderman.com, book a session, let's have a chat. All right? So guys, I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.